Hi there, my name is Mike Feinberg and I have been assigned the category of folktales, fables, and myths for our book talk. And I have elected to talk about a particular folktale that I'm actually currently reading with my 6th grade students at school right now. And it's called Why Monkeys Live in Trees. So this was actually the talk that I gave to them before we started reading it last week. So went a little something like this. Have you ever wondered why monkeys live in trees? Of course you do, because everybody wonders that. So this is a story of a particular character whose name is Leopard, and he lives on the African plain. And one day he finds himself just kind of admiring himself in a reflection pool when somebody comes up to him and tells him that there's going to be a contest. And this contest is where he'll have the opportunity to go against other animals from the jungle in the African plain, like a hippopotamus, a monkey, a lion, even a king gorilla. And so what happens in this particular folktale is that as the story goes along, eventually the leopard discovers that the monkey does something to kind of cheat in the contest, and the leopard gets very, very upset, and he chases the monkey all around the plain, and eventually there is a particular reason that I won't tell you because you need to read the book as to why monkeys end up living way up in the treetops on the African plain. And so this is a really great example of a book talk because it shows how a folktale is passed down from one generation to the next. And we discussed in class how the author of this story, Why Monkeys Live in Trees, whose name is Julius Lester, and this is actually what the beginning of the story looks like. He adapted this from a particular culture in Africa who used it to explain to their children why monkeys live in trees. And we had a really good discussion in class about how folktales tend to do things like that because they're passed down from one generation to the next. And so in this particular folktale, the other thing that they do is it uses animals, and the animals are personified in a way in which humans can identify with them. And that's the other really big connection that I had my students make, was that in a folktale, and oftentimes in a fable as well, animals are used in a more human-like way to help kind of drive the point across of what the story is trying to say. It doesn't so much happen in myths in terms of humans and animals coming together, but definitely in folktales and fables. So this is my book talk on Why Monkeys Live in Trees. Thanks for listening.